Before you even consider buying a new TV in 2026, pause. Don't click, don't scroll, and don't get pulled in by those limited-time deal banners acting like they're doing you a favor. Because what I'm about to tell you could save you hundreds, maybe even thousands of dollars on TVs that look incredible in the store, sound amazing on paper, but completely disappoint once you actually start using them at home. Right now, the TV market is full of fake upgrades, recycled panels, meaningless buzzwords, and prices that have gone completely out of control. Brands are charging premium, almost luxury-level prices for products that don't deliver premium performance. And the worst part, most people don't realize it until it's too late. So today, we're cutting through all of it. No sponsorships, no brand loyalty, just honest, real-world performance. I'm going to call out 2 TVs you should absolutely avoid in 2026, and then count up to the 5 best smart TVs that actually deserve your money. And if you're someone who hates overpaying for tech, this is for you. Think about what you're currently using, because some of these picks might hit a little too close to home. Let's start with what you should not buy. First, avoid the LG QNED 90 series. This is a TV that leans heavily on brand reputation. It looks premium, sounds premium, and is priced like a premium product. You'll hear terms like mini LED, quantum dot, nanocell. LG throws everything at it to make it sound impressive. But in reality, it's just okay. And okay is not good enough at this price point. Yes, it gets bright, but not enough to stand out in its class. Yes, it has local dimming, but it's not precise enough to prevent blooming. Colors look good, but contrast and black levels don't compete with cheap alternatives. And that's the real issue, value. For the same money, you could get a brighter TCL, a more impactful Hisense, or stretch slightly further and get an OLED that completely outperforms it. LG's real strength has always been OLED. That's where they dominate. The QNED line feels more like a product designed to fill shelf space rather than lead the category. It's not terrible, it's just overpriced for what it delivers. It looks high-end, performs average, and costs too much. Now, the number 1 TV to avoid, the Samsung QN85 series. This is the perfect example of a showroom trap. Under store lighting, it looks stunning, super bright, colorful, reflective, and eye-catching. It's designed to impress in that environment. But once you bring it home, things start to fall apart. In darker scenes, contrast weakens. Blooming becomes noticeable. Shadow details look washed out, and HDR feels more flashy than accurate. The reason comes down to the panel type. Samsung markets this as a premium mini LED TV, but it sits below their high-end models while still being priced like it belongs with them. On paper, it checks boxes, 120 Hz, VR, low input lag. But even in gaming, the visuals lack the depth you'd expect at this price. This TV exists to give the impression of high-end performance without actually delivering it, while still charging a premium. It's bright and flashy, but ultimately misleading. One of the easiest TVs to skip this year. Now let's move on to the smart buys, the TVs that actually deliver. Starting at number 5, the Hisense U8 series. This is the kind of TV that disrupts the market. It proves you don't need a luxury brand name to get high-end performance. It's incredibly bright, HDR stands out, local dimming is aggressive, and overall picture quality has real impact. Is it perfect? No. Processing isn't the best, and the operating system isn't the most polished. But once you start watching, those flaws fade into the background. For the price, it competes with TVs that cost significantly more. It's the kind of purchase where you feel like you didn't overpay. At number 4, the TCL QM8. This is mini LED done properly. You get flagship-level brightness, strong contrast control, impressive HDR highlights, and solid gaming performance, all without the premium price tag. Dark scenes hold their detail, bright scenes pop, and the TV remains consistent across different types of content. TCL has evolved beyond being just a budget brand. With models like this, they've proven they can deliver serious performance at a fair price. If you want high-end features without overspending, this is one of the strongest options available. At number 3, The LG C-Series OLED. This is where OLED technology really shines. The LG C-Series delivers everything you expect from a mature OLED display. Perfect blacks, incredible contrast, and highly accurate colors. Every scene feels cinematic. Shadows are deep and detailed, colors look natural, and nothing feels exaggerated. For gamers, it's also a fantastic choice with low input lag, HDMI 2.1 support, and smooth performance. There are a couple of minor trade-offs. OLED still carries a small risk of burn-in with static images over long periods, and it's not as bright as top-tier mini-LED TVs. But for most real-world use, those aren't deal-breakers. This is a TV you buy once and enjoy for years without second-guessing. At number 2, the Samsung S90 series OLED. This is where Samsung gets the balance right. You get near-flagship OLED performance without paying flagship prices. Black levels are deep, colors are vibrant, and motion handling is excellent. For gaming, it delivers low latency and smooth visuals that make a noticeable difference. HDR content looks bright and punchy, and overall image quality feels refined. When compared side by side with more expensive models, the differences are surprisingly small for most viewers. Yet the price gap can be significant. That's what makes this such a strong value. It delivers a premium experience without the premium cost. And finally, at number 1, the Sony A95 series. This isn't just a TV, it's a reference-level display. Sony focuses on the details that actually matter: motion, processing, and how content looks in real life. With QD-OLED technology, you get perfect blacks, incredible brightness where it matters, and color accuracy that feels true to life. Motion handling is exceptionally smooth, whether you're watching sports, movies, or playing games. Sony's processing is where it really stands out. Lower quality content gets upscaled beautifully, and everything looks cleaner and more refined. It doesn't matter if you're watching streaming content, Blu-rays, or gaming. Everything feels polished. In real use, it creates a cinematic experience. Dark scenes feel deep and immersive. Bright scenes are detailed without being harsh, and transitions are smooth. Yes, it's expensive, but what you're paying for is consistency and top-tier performance across the board. This is a TV for people who want the best possible picture quality without compromise. And here's the bigger takeaway for 2026. Expensive doesn't always mean better. Some TVs aren't bad. They're just overpriced for what they offer. That's the real issue right now. Paying premium prices for mid-tier performance. If you take anything away from this, let it be this: the best TV isn't the one with the most marketing behind it. It's the one that actually delivers on what you paid for. Choose wisely, because the difference between a good TV and a frustrating one isn't obvious in the store. It shows up over time. And once you notice it, it's already too late.